Here is a quick illustrative video for your motor controller here. First of all, start off with the pinouts on the banks 1 and 2. If you just go over to your documentation here, we have bank 1, pins 1 and 2. If we have a look on the back of the plug, you should be able to see pins 1 and 2 is pin 1 negative, controller 1, pin 2 is positive, controller 1, pin 3 is negative, controller 2, pin 4 is positive, controller 2, and then you move over to the bank 2, so it's the same. So just these are basically a series of 1 and 2, and so it goes from there. If you have a look on the side here, you've got the pot adjustments for the banks that correspond to your output drive. Okay, so say for instance, if we controlled bank 1 and controller 1, that will be out on pins 1 and 2 on this here. So for now though, I've got a load here, just a standard bulb, so I'll just plug this in and I'll show you the operation of that. So here we have it at low intensity. I should actually tighten that up actually. Just tighten this so we don't. This is done by pulse width modulation, so you can't. You've got to be a little bit nice to it. So here we have it on low, and then so we're looking at bank 4, and this here is on pins 3 and 4, and on the back here we got 3 and 4, and then we can turn up the intensity or the motor on that. Okay, so that's what the outputs are. So that's 1 to 4. Okay, so we can we'll just turn that down for now. Looking at the timer here, we have our manual override. The red LED indication says that all outputs are on and off, meaning that all outputs are off, and the green light says the timer is active and powered on. We can press the red button to turn off, and that will be moving on in its last cycle. So it's set at 15 minutes, and that can go from there. So you can either have it turned on, and by the time the timer counts down to, so currently at 10, so as soon as it hits 0 it will turn off, or if we manually flop it over, it will reach the other state and turn on when it hits 0. So we'll just go on for now. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see the display here properly. It's all set for 15 minutes on and off, but I'll just quickly show you that you can change the settings on here for seconds. So that's on 1.5 seconds or 15 seconds or 15 minutes. Okay, so that's 15 minutes on and off. Okay, so if we hit the first black button, we can change the time. So for this is the second digit over, we can change it to 25 minutes, and we just and this will be the off state because the light is off, so we can change. We'll move over 1 character. We can change it to 2, and then we'll set it again, and then that's on 25 minutes on and 25 minutes off. You can set how long you want the timer to be on or off. I'll just set that back again to now it's at 125, so we'll change it to 0. This timer can go up to 999 minutes in 0.1 increments. 0.1 of a second increments. So I'll just change it to 15 again, and then so that's the on state because the LED's on, and then we'll go to the off state. So we need to move over the cursor and change it to 1, There we go. And then that's the second, third digit, sorry. And then it's set, and the flashing light indicates it's on minutes. Or we can go to the seconds. Sorry, the milliseconds, and this is the seconds here. Okay, and you can change other modes and stuff if you hold the button down, but just leave that mode on if you ever get stuck on P3, and that's the programming mode that you will be using in this instrument. Okay, so we'll just leave that on number 3, and then that should be down to 15. Excellent. Okay, let's have a look inside. The output's still going. Let's have a look inside this unit. Let's see what we have. You have got a spare controller as well. We'll be including that in, and also I'll chuck in another connector for the power. So actually I should turn the power off on here. The other thing is, to get more current capability through this connector, we've got pins 1, 2 and 3 are connected to ground, and 5, 6 and 7 are positive 12 volts DC. Centre pin is not used, and that is illustrated here as well. Okay, so let's just open the lid on this. So here we have the 4 motor controllers. They're also numbered on the caps, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. We've got it all nicely crimped in and cable managed, and on the other side here we've got the timer system. They're all on terminal lugs, spade lugs, so you can easily take one out, and you just push down the little plastic clip in there to remove the entire module, and that should be easy enough for you to service. And so I'll just screw that all together and send it off to you right now, and she'll be right. The other thing is, I'm going to leave 2 of these female Amphenol connectors in the box, and you'll be able to wire them directly how you like. Also, another note is that I'm not sure if you needed to have larger or smaller cable grommets inside, but I'll include those as well. Excellent. Thanks, Chris, and hopefully this will work okay for you. Cheers.